Turn the volume up.
Yeah, yeah.
This that Blueprint talk.
DJ, you wanna fade him.
The Dream Hustle Podcast. Let's walk.
Clock hit midnight, I'm still wide-eyed, wide vision on the whiteboard, whole wall map like a Y. Turn every one day to a date and a budget. Faith in my spirit, but the numbers still crunch quick. Ownership heavy, name on the deed, not guessless. Equity, leverage, cool head, never desperate. No cosign, savior, just God in the game plan. Purpose in the struggle, made a kingdom from the same sand. Late nights, low lights, screen glow on my face. Old fears, new skills, real growth, same pace. Discipline daily, even when the vibe feels off. I don't wait for a feeling, I just show up and push off.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, whole crew locked down. From the grind till the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, that's the movement now. If you're locked in the lab, if you're stacking your band. Save vision, faith, hustle till it's part of your stance.
Indie on the payroll, boss on the bio. Every stream, every sale, got receipts in the file. Studios in the basements, turn the boardrooms quiet. Where ideas go from maybe to bet. Let's try it. Lessons from the losses, wore the L's like armor. Did the math on my habits, cut the ones that harm. The smart hustle, sharp hustle, every move with a purpose. If it don't build a mission, then the time ain't worth it. I pray, then I scheduled, I work, then I measure. Let the metrics keep me honest, let the process be the treasure. It's bigger than a slogan, bigger than the brand. This the Dream Hustle Podcast, whole world understands.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Pod, this whole crew locked down. From the grind to the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, that's a movement now. If you're locked in the lab, if you're stacking your band. Save vision, faith, hustle till it's part of your stance.
Hey. Late nights, early flights, late fly, same fight, same high. Feel like we just move right. For every indie in the trenches, every owner in the making. The Dream Hustle Podcast, this the anthem for your patience.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, whole crew locked down. From the grind till the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan.
Yo, peace. What's good, Dream Hustlers? It's your man, DJ Universe, checking in, man. And listen, this might be one of the most important episodes we've done so far on the Dream Hustle Podcast. Like, for real. Because today, I'm not just talking motivation. I'm not just telling you keep grinding, keep going. Today, I'm handing you a roadmap. I came up in Ohio, moved down to Florida, started from scratch, had to figure this industry out brick by brick. I've been behind artists as a manager, DJ, producer, engineer, content creator, all of that. And one thing I keep seeing over and over is this: artists grinding hard, but grinding with no direction. You know what I mean, posting content every single day because somebody on YouTube said, yo, you gotta post daily. Dropping songs randomly on Friday because you feel like it. Throwing money at promo, playlists, campaigns you don't really understand. And then you look up like, yo, why my numbers not moving? Why my followers stuck? And it's not because you're not talented. I need you to really hear me on that. Most of y'all listening right now are crazy talented. The problem is nobody ever handed you the blueprint. Nobody ever said, yo, here's how this actually works step by step if you're independent and serious. There's a big difference between hustle and strategy. Hustle is effort. Hustle is late nights in the studio, shooting your own videos, hand to hand with the merch, driving to that open mic. Strategy is leverage. Strategy is doing the right thing at the right time, in the right order. So every move you make compounds. Most artists are stuck in this loop of do more, do more, do more, but never stop to ask, am I doing the right things? Is there an actual plan behind this? And that's where they burn out. That's where they start thinking, maybe this ain't for me, when really, they just never had a system. So today, I'm pulling the curtain back on the exact strategy we use at Down by Law Management to help independent artists actually grow, not pretend growth, real fans, real streams, real revenue, real career moves. And here's the twist. You're not just going to listen to me talk about it and then go back to doing the same thing. Nah. By the time this episode is done, you're going to know where to get the exact blueprint we use for free. You're going to have something you can download, read, study, implement. This episode is a fork in the road moment. You can stay in that guess and hope lane, or you can get a real roadmap and start moving different. So lock in, take mental notes, maybe even real notes, because this one is about action. Let's keep it all the way real for a second. Most independent artists stay stuck for one main reason. They try to figure everything out by themselves, in the dark, guessing their way through the industry. The pattern looks like this. You record the music, you upload it to distro or whatever you're using, you post the link on your story like, yo, go run this up. Then you sit back and you hope it blows. And when it doesn't, when it does that little baby 237 streams, you start thinking, man, this system is fake. The game is rigged. Algorithm hating on me. People don't support. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The system actually works. The same platforms you say don't love you are the same platforms other independent artists are eating off of right now. The difference is they understand how to use it. They understand attention. They understand algorithms. They understand audience building. The artists who are really winning in this era, they're not just lucky. They understand branding, how to show up as a clear, recognizable identity that people can connect with. They understand social media, not just posting, but storytelling, hooks, content that feeds the algorithm and feeds the fans. They understand consistency, not I posted 3 times this week and it didn't blow so I quit, but long-term, brick-by-brick consistency. They understand community, chatting back, DMs, comments, lives, building a real tribe around what they do, not just a random pile of followers. And more than all of that, they understand that music is not just art, it's a business. A business with products, marketing, distribution, customer journeys, lifetime value, all those little nerdy words that most artists don't want to think about. I get it. It's not sexy. But if you ignore it, you end up stuck. What most of y'all are trying to do right now is run a full-time business off part-time information. You're piecing together random TikToks, random Twitter threads, what your cousin's homie said the label did in 2009, and then wondering why it's not adding up in 2026. I'm not saying this to clown anybody. I'm saying it because I've been there. I've watched artists with crazy potential stall out because they didn't have a framework. They didn't have a clear path from I made a song to I built a fan base to I turned this into income. So, if you've ever felt like, yo, I'm working hard, but I'm not moving forward, that's not a sign to quit. That's a sign you need a new strategy. And that's exactly why I put this blueprint together. So you don't gotta keep guessing and blaming the system. You can finally learn how to work the system. So here's what I did, right? I took everything we teach and use inside Down by Law Management, the same stuff we use to help independent artists actually grow their careers, and I turned it into something simple, something actionable, something you don't need a marketing degree to understand. It's called the Independent Artist Growth Blueprint. And this is not some fluffy believe in yourself PDF. This is a step-by-step breakdown of how an independent artist right now today can start building real momentum without having to rely on a record label to come save them. Inside this blueprint, I walk you through how to build a real artist brand. Not just a logo, not just a cool cover, a brand. Who you are, what you stand for, how you sound, how you look, how you show up in people's feeds so that the minute they see you, they know, oh, that's them. We break down how to release music strategically instead of randomly. No more, I'll just drop whenever the vibe hits. We talk about rollout planning, pre-save plays, content waves, how each release fits into the bigger story of your career instead of just being another song on the pile. We get into how to use social media as your marketing engine. Because right now, that's your free commercial, that's your network, that's your radio station. The blueprint shows you how to think about content in a way that feeds discovery and deepens connection with the people who already rock with you. We talk about growing your audience through playlists and collaborations. The right kind of playlists, the right kind of collabs, not just begging big artists for a feature, but being smart about who shares an audience with you and how to tap into that. We dig into building an actual fan community, getting people off just being silent listeners and into being active supporters. Whether that's email, Discord, text list, whatever fits your situation, we show you how to start treating your fans like a real community. And then the big one, turning music into income. 'Cause look, streams are cool. We all want the plaque. We all want the numbers. But revenue is better. Revenue is what lets you reinvest, what lets you shoot better visuals, go on the road, buy back your time, own more of your life. The Independent Artist Growth Blueprint walks you step by step through that whole strategy. So instead of trying 10 random things, you've got one clear game plan. And the beautiful part, you don't have to guess it from this episode. You can literally download it, keep it, and start applying it as soon as we're done here. Now here's where this gets real interesting, because the blueprint, that's just the beginning. That's your wake-up call. Most artists who go through it end up realizing something powerful. Yo, I don't just need more information. I need infrastructure. Information is cool. A guide, a video, an episode like this, that's important. But what most serious artists are missing is a team, a strategy, and a system around them. People who actually know what they're doing, helping them move the right way. That's where Down by Law Management comes in. This is what we do. We work directly with independent artists to help them build real careers, not just viral moments. We're talking marketing, how you're being discovered, where your traffic is coming from, branding, how you show up visually, sonically, and story-wise. We're talking distribution, where your music lives, how it's released, how to avoid messing up your catalog by dropping wild and unplanned, promotion strategy. So you're not just throwing money at random ads and fake playlists that do nothing for you. We look at tour opportunities, how you can get in front of people in real life, even if you're not doing arenas. We tap into media exposure, interviews, platforms, content plays that actually put your story in front of the right eyes and ears. And now, with the Hip Hop Hero League TV network launching, this takes it to a whole other level, because now there's a platform where independent artists can get their visuals seen on television, not just buried in a feed, but on an actual network designed to highlight hip-hop culture, creators, and the stories behind the music. So, picture this. You grab the blueprint, you start implementing the strategy, your branding gets tighter, your releases get more focused, your content starts hitting, and then you've got opportunities to put your videos on a TV network that's built for you, while you're working with a team that understands how to turn that attention into growth. That's the real opportunity sitting behind this blueprint. It's the doorway. It's the first step into a bigger ecosystem we're building for independent artists, but it all starts the same way, whether you're just getting started or you already got some motion. Step 1 is simple. Download the blueprint. Get the game in your hands. From there, we can build. All right, let's talk directly for a second. If you're an artist listening to this right now, or you a manager trying to figure it out for your artist, or you a producer who's like, yo, I gotta turn this into a real business, this part is for you. Here's the move. When this episode is over, or even right now while you listen, I want you to hit the link in my bio or the link in the description of this episode. That link is going to take you straight to the page where you can download the free Independent Artist Growth Blueprint. No gimmicks, no weird catch. It's a free guide, straight from me and the Down by Law Management Squad, that lays out the same principles we use behind the scenes. You enter your info, you download it, and now you're not guessing, you're following a plan. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that guide alone can change the trajectory of your career. Because once you see it all laid out, the branding, the release strategy, the content, the collabs, the monetization paths, you're going to start seeing exactly where you've been dropping the ball and exactly what to do next. But we didn't stop there. When you download the blueprint, you're also going to have an opportunity to schedule a free artist growth consultation with our team. That's where we sit down, virtually, look at where you are, what you've already tried, what's working, what's not, and map out what it's going to take to get you where you want to go. So instead of you standing there like, okay, this blueprint is dope, but how do I apply it to my situation? We'll help you see it. We'll help you plug your career into that framework. Whether you just got your first song out or you've been dropping for years, we'll show you where the leverage points are. But none of that happens if you just listen and keep scrolling. The whole point of this episode is conversion. Turn listeners into movers, into people taking the next step. So if you're serious, not pretend serious, not I like the idea of success, serious. But I'm ready to work serious, then your next step is simple. Click the link, download the Independent Artist Growth Blueprint, and book that consultation. Let's stop guessing and start building. Everything we're building right now, it's all about one word: independence, independent artists, independent platforms, independent media. The Dream Hustle podcast, that's part of it, a space where we share game, stories, strategies, so you don't feel alone in this grind. Down by Law Management, that's part of it, a team that's actually in the trenches with you, helping you turn that dream into structure. The Hip Hop Hero League TV Network, that's part of it too, a platform that puts visuals and culture on screen without waiting for mainstream gatekeepers to approve us. All of this connects. It's not random. The goal is simple: create infrastructure for creators, so artists don't have to beg for opportunity. They can build it. You don't have to sit around hoping somebody picks you. You put the systems in place, you build your audience, you own your masters, your brand, your content, and then you choose who you partner with on your terms. That blueprint you're going to download, that's the first brick in that infrastructure. Because once you understand the strategy, you start seeing this whole industry differently. You stop thinking like, how do I go viral? And you start thinking, how do I build a machine that keeps working even when I'm not posting 24/7? You stop chasing trends, whatever sound is hot this week, whatever dance is going crazy, and you start building systems. Systems for how you release, systems for how you connect, systems for how you monetize, systems for how you turn a stranger into a fan into a supporter, and a supporter into a super fan. And I'm not saying it happens overnight. This is still the dream hustle. There's work in this, but the difference is, once you've got infrastructure, every piece of work you do has somewhere to land. It's not just floating out there, hoping somebody catches it. It's going into an ecosystem you own, or at least control. So when you hear me talk about Down by Law management, Hip Hop Hero League TV, the blueprint, the consultations, understand, this ain't random promo. This is about building a new lane where independent artists don't have to wait for a label to give them permission to win. You can build your own foundation, brick by brick, and we're just giving you the tools. So here's my challenge to everybody listening right now. Don't just hear this episode, nod your head, feel inspired for 30 minutes, and then go right back to the same habits. Inspiration without implementation is just entertainment. If you felt anything in this conversation, if any part of you was like, yo, he's talking about me when I described artists grinding without direction, then prove it to yourself that you're ready to move different. Take action. As soon as this episode wraps, hit the link in my bio or the link in the description. Download the Independent Artist Growth Blueprint. Don't just save it to your phone and forget it. Open it, study it, highlight it, sit down with it like you would sit down with your favorite album. Then start implementing it. Pick 1 or 2 pieces you can move on this week. Maybe it's tightening your brand. Maybe it's planning out your next release the right way. Maybe it's getting serious about your content, and put them into motion. And if you're really serious about building something real out of this, don't stop at the download. Book that consultation with Down by Law Management. Let's actually look at your situation, map it to the blueprint, and figure out what the next 90 days, 6 months, year could look like if you stopped guessing and started strategizing. 'Cause success in this industry is not about luck. It's not about knowing the right celebrity or catching the perfect blow-up overnight moment. It's about strategy. It's about consistency. It's about ownership. Those 3 right there, strategy, consistency, ownership. That's the core of everything we do. Dream Hustlers, this is your next step. Download the blueprint, build your brand, grow your streams, turn those streams into revenue, and start building a real music career that actually feeds you back. Dream big, hustle hard, own everything. I'm DJ Universe. This is the Dream Hustle Podcast. Go grab that Independent Artist Growth Blueprint, and I'll see you on the inside. And on the next episode, teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and one love. Peace.
Hey, lights low. Speakers up. It's DJ U on the set. Energy up. Vibes high. It's legacy in motion. From the ground to the skyline, blueprint on my mind. I turn studios to boardrooms, plotted every line, talking hustle with the wisdom, vision in my veins. I paved roads with records, learned the business in the pain. Independent grind, I built it brick by brick. Pulled dreamers from the corner, showed them how to flip the script. I'm pushing culture forward, signature on every wave. Turn passion to a product, now they chanting out my name. Yeah, I'm playing chess when they moving checkers. 10 steps ahead, learning lessons from the legends. Beat drive heavy, grind even heavy. I showed another way when they told me it was never. I'm making legacy moves for the culture, by the culture. We taking dreams off the block, now we rising from the gutter. Spin these records like I'm spinning, hoping to gold. Empires from the vinyl, watch the story unfold. I'm making legacy moves, yeah, I said what I said. Turn visions into plans, and I'm always 10 ahead. For the streets, for the hustles, for the truth in the booth. This is victory in motion, every beat is the proof. I broke the backdoor deals, now I own the entrance. Put artists on the payroll, now they savor independence. Behind the scenes, pulling strings, I'm the quiet storm. My pal and my people making moguls from the norm. This is more than just an anthem, it's a strategy. We lifting every voice, spinning, struggling to clarity. If they box us out, we'll just build another lane. From the crates to the charts, I made fortune from the pain. Late nights, mixing tracks, dreams mapped on the wall. Calculated every setback, now I'm rising through it all. Every chorus is a promise, every verse a street code. I manifest them all while I'm grinding in beast mode.
I'm making legacy moves for the culture, by the culture. We taking dreams off the block, now we rising from the gutter. Spin these records like I'm spinning, hoping to gold. Empires from the vinyl, watch the story unfold. I'm making legacy moves, yeah, I said what I said. Turn visions into plans, and I'm always 10 ahead. For the streets, for the hustlers, for the truth in the booth. This is victory in motion, every beat is the proof.
All gas, no brakes, we don't settle for less. From cassette tapes to playlists, built respect through the stress. Moving silence, but my impact is loud. The future's in the hands of the brave and the proud. Oh. Yeah, DJ, you from the city hard to the world stage. Spin, hope, and hustle, write the lines, flip the page. For the ones who came before, for the ones breaking through. This is forever a legacy move on.